Hey guys, Crew of Blind Wave, I'm Eric.
I'm Shane.
I'm Calvin.
Aaron! Fullmetal Alchemist.
Fullmetal
I
Alchemist.
can't reach
Wait.
it very. Someone else.
Last time
Someone else
on-
has to hit the button. When we hit the button, I can't reach it very well.
Last time on Full
Oh,
Metal
shh.
Alchemist, there was a battle between at
Team Brothers.
Laboratory, Fifth Laboratory
Yep.
is where it was.
And
it
they
was
destroyed it.
something the Chopper.
Huh? It was Barry the Butcher.
Barry the Chopper.
Butcher.
Barry the Butcher.
Barry the Butcher.
Alliteration.
And then
Eric.
the other person.
Alliteration.
Who was the other guy? What was the other
His
guy's
name
There
was
was two brothers there.
Slice. It was Slice and Dice.
No.
Sure.
Huh?
All those guys had their soul bound to armor.
Yeah, they were Warforges like Al. Right? There.
I just stared at him blankly. He's like,
Right.
Is that right? Warforged.
Did I say that right? I guess everything.
Fate
Mustang.
and lust were there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they stabbed
Fate.
him, and then
Envy.
Envy. and
We know
Mustang.
Ed Waldo's arm is not as strong.
it fell apart.
Yeah.
It went,
Yeah.
"Ugh."
And Scar
Envy.
got blown up.
Be funny, Calvin.
And Scar.
That was last episode.
That.
Was that last
That's
episode?
like 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
So far.
That's when he swam away.
Created feelings.
Somebody blew up the building and there's nothing left of it now but rubble.
Damn it! You mean they wiped out everything?
Ugh.
This is no time for me to be lying around in a hospital. Fullmetal Alchemist, sir! We do apologize in advance for this!
What? Snap out of it?
You acted like a selfish child. You only escaped with your life because you were lucky. You don't have to do everything all on your own, you know. You can lean on other people, like us. Not all adults are the enemy. You can trust us.
That's all! Please forgive our abusive words and conduct, sir!
My punishment? For slapping you?
Nothing, I had it coming. Why are you two so scared of me?
State-certified alchemists carry a military rank equivalent to that of a major.
Alphonse got his own lecture earlier, but I was the one who did the slapping.
I thought she did it.
No, he slapped
I
Al.
almost forgot.
The steel
I have an
suit
even
guy.
less pleasant
Alright.
lecture.
Hello, Rockbell Prosthetic Limb Outfitters.
Don't fix my arm.
Ed, since when did you ever bother to call us?
I've literally done that.
Are you there?
With the girl on the phone. Like,
Hello?
It's so damn loud.
Was that your girlfriend?
My girlfriend, no way!
Oh!
Oh, what the fuck?
Ugh.
To be
Blew out
embarrassed
his stitches.
about?
What are you doing? Sitting there in the dark by yourself?
Oh,
Hey,
still has his
Yeah.
doubts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brother,
you know you can come to the room, right?
you go on ahead.
Okay.
Don't believe that shit.
Yeah, it's stupid.
It's a trap. Wait, I need a body.
It better happen.
What?
What? No.
Ed said to look near the west exit. There'd be someone familiar there who I'd recognize right away. Hello, Major Armstrong!
That's how he whispers.
Well, that didn't take long. You're gonna charge me an express service fee now, aren't you?
No, I won't charge you for this. I didn't do a good enough job on your auto mail last time.
You made you do it in 3 days.
It's not your fault. You can't blame yourself for this.
Everybody's
I
judging
broke it
him.
because I was being reckless. So don't worry about it, okay? Okay?
So it turned out all right? You didn't drink your milk.
I hate it.
You're going to be small and stunted forever if you keep using that stupid excuse!
Every growing boy needs his milk.
Yeah, you want the girls to like you, don't you?
I wish my dad did that when we were
Was
kids.
that us?
What, just ripped off his shirt and yelled at
Yeah,
you?
who would have always been like, all right, we'll stop.
Still in the dark.
It's an analogy.
Are you sure you're not a puppet created by your so-called brother? Just accept it. You will feel better.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Is it true you brought a pretty blonde girl into your room to service you?
Oh,
Just my
disgusting.
automobile mechanic, that's all, nothing more.
Oh, I see. You've seduced your mechanic, have you?
Ah, that isn't what I said at all. Were you even listening?
How much trouble have you gotten yourself into this time?
No, well, you
Little
see, it's nothing that concerns you.
Glare harder.
Of course not. I don't know why I bother to try. It's not like you'll talk to me anyway.
Why don't you spend the night at my place? My wife and daughter will be delighted to have you.
No.
It's settled. Come on.
It's settled.
Here, let me take that.
You really have
It's
some
a little bit creepy.
No, I don't want you. Come!
What is this all about?
I'm so glad you asked that, Miss Winry. Today happens to be my darling little Alicia's birthday.
How old are you now, Alicia?
I'm 2.
Dang.
No, I'm 3.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Hughes family.
When they finally came back for a visit, it was because Ed's arm was all busted up. And now he calls me out here because he's been seriously injured again. Something's bothering Al, too. They keep their mouths shut, though. They don't ever tell me what's going on.
Maybe nothing needed to be said. You know these boys, Winry. It's possible they thought you'd understand. In general, men prefer to let their actions speak instead of words. When they're in pain, they don't want to burden anyone with it, not if they can help it. Even so, there may come a time when they'll ask for your help. And when they do, I know that you'll be there for them.
Alicia wants to play with me, not you. Huh? No way.
She's quite the heartbreaker already, isn't she?
She picked me. Come on, leave me away.
Listen up, boys. You try anything with my daughter, and you will answer to me.
Daddy. It's gonna be him
You
someday.
want the gun or you want the shirt off? Which one's better?
Come back and visit me real soon.
It's settled. You're staying with us again tonight.
Eric, every time you sigh, I'm like,
Nothing terrible happened to this little girl.
You have a living body that needs nourishment. You have to drink it.
I don't have to if I don't want to. It may not look like it, but I have grown some. I wish I was like you, Al. You've got such a big body now.
It's not like I asked for this body, brother!
Uh-oh.
Do you remember when you said there was something you were afraid to tell me? I think I might know what it was. My soul and my memories are really artificial constructions you created. You, Winry and Granny, you've been lying to me all along, haven't you? What do you have to say for yourself, brother?
So you finished? Or is there more you wanted to say?
Don't go.
You gonna,
you know that real well, bud.
Ed,
you gonna respond?
you...
Winry?
You idiot! You have no idea how Ed feels! Do you know what he was so afraid to talk to you about? He wants to know if you blame him for what happened to your body, Al!
It's all my fault. Al lost his body and it's all my fault. He can't eat anymore. He can't sleep. He can't feel cold or warmth. He's my little brother and I'm supposed to protect him. How could he ever forgive me?
Al isn't the type of boy who would resent you for this. Just ask him and I'm sure you'll see.
No. I'm too afraid.
Who would ever do something like that? Who would be prepared to risk his own life to create a fake brother? Go get your brother! Start running! Right!
Music made me think of Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Al should get some kind of break. You got a terrible existence in that thing.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, but you could have no existence.
I know.
We haven't had a good fight in a while. I'm starting to get flabby.
We just went upstairs.
Hey!
Al always wins.
Oh, I can see. Gotcha.
First time I ever won.
I sucker punched him.
It wasn't a fair fight, brother. We even fought over which one of us would marry Winry someday.
What? I don't remember that one.
I won the fight, but she shot me down.
Did she? Whatever it takes.
That's cool.
Mr. Hughes, maybe you don't have to hear something out loud, but it sure is helpful sometimes.
Oh, shit.
Hey!
You don't look like an Ishvalan. Who are you?
I'm a state alchemist sent here by the military. I've been sent to exterminate this sector.
Hmm.
Ishvala, just
Yeah.
as you are, son. I won't sell out one of my own.
Are we the only ones here? Are there other Ishvalan survivors?
Yes.
We found you floating in the sewers. You were hurt bad.
Okay.
Your tattoo. It's really amazing.
It's important to me. A precious gift from my family.
Oh.
His family. The big part of this episode for me was the whole Al and Edward argument that was resolved. I thought pretty cool, like brothers. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I have my brother is 6 years older than I am, and we resolved stuff like that. You know, we
Yeah.
fought it out, and then we were cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I really appreciate that it wasn't like a matter of like, let's have this big emotional sunset dialogue. They just fought it out, and then they were fine. You know, because they know each other that well.
I was never allowed to fight it out with my sisters.
Yeah.
They were allowed to fight it out with me, but as soon as I got big enough to fight back, then it was not okay.
It's not okay. Yeah.
I just like the aspect that the question was going to be more of a "Do you blame me?" and then with his response, it hurt him that much more because he obviously he does blame him.
Yeah.
Because like I was wondering what that question was going to be. Like, what did Ed want to ask Al?
I didn't think it was anything close to what he thought it was going to be.
No, I didn't think it was going to be like, "Hey, I have something to tell you."
No.
I don't know who the hell
"Hey, you were
fights-
never real. I made you fake." You know.
I mean, that guy was just saying some bullshit. Like,
Yeah,
you didn't even
but-
know him. Like,
But we gotta remember too how young Al is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
He's
he went into
he's
that
a young
thing,
kid, you know.
He was like, what, 6?
Yeah.
6 years old when he went into that
Yeah.
thing? And now he's like 14?
Yeah, but like, does his spirit go through puberty? Because he might still have that kind of like chemical makeup of a younger kid. If
Well,
that's
I
his
think it's just
soul or
not
something, you know,
bound to like
a body. Yeah.
Well, the hormones and immaturity.
Yeah, I don't think there would be
I think
a
it's just. I
chemical
think it's just
issue.
knowledge.
Like, I just wonder if like if he, because he seems like he is mature most of the time.
Yeah.
But he also has moments, I think, of just
Well,
being a child.
I mean, maturity isn't just physical. It's,
Of course,
it's mental
Yeah.
maturity.
But
as
there's
well.
also
You still
something
live
to do
those
with
years.
But the hormones have something to do with it.
Of course, they
you
do.
know?
But in the absence of a hormonal imbalance of you know, body and stuff like that, of puberty, your personality will still mature through those years.
Part of it probably too is who he's around. Most of the time he's also around Edward, who isn't that
Who
old
is-
either. You
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So if he was around like, I was gonna say Armstrong, but he's still kind of.
Yeah. But another thing too.
Oh
is that
man, it would be great if
Yeah.
Alphonse came back and he looked like Armstrong.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be awesome. Because he's already got the big body and everything.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a little insensitive for to say that. I wish I was like you. You know, I mean, you have a big body.
It kind of. I mean,
Well,
yeah, it kind of
He's
was.
always been jealous of his size, though. Like,
Yeah, but like
the running gag is that
He's
that
pipsqueak.
Alphonse has always been mistaken as the Fullmetal Alchemist because he's
Yeah.
so big and he's made of metal.
Yeah, but because the whole thing that plagues his mind is, does he blame you for being in the armor? You should have common sense to know it's insensitive to say, I wish I was like you in that armor. You know what I mean?
Well, I think he's been like joking around with him like brothers do.
Maybe, yeah.
But also in the back of his mind, he always has that worry, so he doesn't bring it up all the time. But when he does, it's lighthearted.
I mean, it'd be like if he, you know, if Alphonse was just normal, and he'd be like, I wish I had a metal arm like you, you know? What if Ruby said that to Yang?
Like, what's the terrible or the bad stuff about being a soul in armor? And like,
He can't eat.
how much does he have to ignore that to just have a normal life with his brother? You know, how much does he sacrifice not showing his own pain? You know, because it's got to be terrible, right?
Imagine all the hours when you're not sleeping.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say the worst part would probably be too, like, if Edward gets older and gets in a relationship with another person, like, what's he gonna do? Al's not gonna find a relationship with someone else, really, you know?
Yeah. Maybe there's a female
A
prison.
female Warforged kind of person. Hey, you want to go just hang out and not sleep ever?
Clank together. I feel like Al needed some talking to, and then it just switched to now we got to go talk to him. You know?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, is he cool?
Yeah.
Like, is he as cool now? I mean, obviously he has to be cool, I guess, because they just kind of fought it out.
The
but,
whole doubt and everything stemmed
Yeah.
from what 66 was saying.
Yeah.
Barry the Butcher, and then what Edward was gonna say.
Yeah.
It's like he never found out what Edward was gonna tell him, so like that was the big seed in the back of his mind. And once he found out what it actually was, then it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was so wrong. I've been such an asshole. I'm going to go talk to him.
Do you think these kids are going to get their bodies back?
I don't know. That's the whole premise of what they're trying to do, so I don't know.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think it is either.
It'd suck if they go through the entire series.
And
like, that's their whole goal. Is just
I
to get
know.
their, like even it's not to bring back their mom. It's just to get their bodies back, and that just never happens. It's like, well, fuck.
The only thing I can think of is either none of them get anything they want, or
and all the bad stuff happens.
Or Edward sacrifices himself for Al
to get Al's body back.
Yeah, he sacrifices the rest of his
What
body.
if he becomes a Warforged kind of guy?
What if they trade? Like every few years, they just trade back and
They
forth.
trade back and forth.
And every time,
Equivalent exchange.
Edward has less limbs.
Yeah.
Like next time, he has to trade his leg.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that. Like Alphonse has spent more time in his armor than not.
In his life, or in
more
his existence on
sleepless
Earth.
nights. Yeah.
Not maybe not in his life, but
sometimes I feel like it'd be awesome not have to sleep. But
Sometimes I do.
then when you wake up in the morning and you have to get up, you just don't want to do anything but sleep, and it's so great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if you just didn't have to sleep.
It would
You
take
just-
away that need. You know what I mean?
You just
It-
stay awake, work, eat.
Or Doctor Strange it.
Do stuff while you sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. When everyone else is sleeping, you go fucking whatever.
Yeah.
Go watch.
It's not like he
go
has
work-
to
go work
exercise
out.
or anything.
You go work out while everyone else is sleeping because you just don't have to sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't get any stronger.
You don't have to eat and take care of your protein stuff because.
Just think about like all the editing you can get done and stuff like that. There's so many hours. in
But
the
imagine
day.
how poor you would be at reactions. How's he gonna emote his reactions?
Or just have like a series of those emoji pillows. Just
pillows.
Pillows, yeah.
Yeah, do that.
I like the conversation of the who would marry Winry. He's like, I won.
But she shot me down.
She denied me.
Yeah. I think they're definitely like setting up that she has a thing for Edward, right?
I think so.
Like I noticed the shot that they had of her feet, how they were together. That's a involuntary thing to like display sensitivity.
Yeah.
And she was very sensitive when she was talking about Edward.
I think it's a matter of those, like, you know, it's like the first love like a man will have in their life. You always kind of think back on that, regardless of where you go in life.
It's imprinted on you.
You imprint that, like, maybe she is that for those two boys. Or Al might have just been, either he truly did like her then, or maybe he was just kind of following his brother's lead and being like, oh, yeah, I like her too, you know? So
I mean,
I'm not sure.
Brothers fight over things.
Yeah.
That they both have.
Does she have? So she has like a legit business where she just does that, then,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. The automail.
Prosthetic outfitters or something like that. So the state alchemist that we saw at the Ishvalan.
That was the guy in prison.
That attacked Scar?
Yeah.
From the last episode.
Okay, that was him.
Is that who he was?
Yeah, that was the guy because he had the tattoos on his palms.
Yeah.
In the.
Okay, the
Yeah.
shirtless guy. Okay.
Yeah, the shirtless guy that the guard was like, "Hey, you shut up in there." He's like, "I love the sound."
I
of
felt
buildings
he just
falling."
felt like to me like he belonged with like Lust and those guys.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna end up being like is it Envy? No, who's the guy who can change?
Envy.
Envy. I thought it was gonna be like Envy, masquerading as somebody or something because he kind of had that.
I think it's the same voice actor.
Is it? It
Yeah.
might be. Okay.
But no, yeah, that was the guy from prison.
And what do you think is the significance of Scar's tattoo?
I think
It's an X.
It's the scar from whatever the state alchemist did.
It marks the spot for where you get life force for the Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah.
So you extract the life force through the forehead, and he was trying to make it a philosopher's stone.
Like this, Calvin.
It felt like there weren't any words or anything on there. I felt like I was looking at it, I was like, wait, are there words on there? And I couldn't read anything. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
No, I think
Terra.
I think it was
Tearaway. What? It said like TERRA or something.
Did it?
Yes.
Okay.
You didn't see it? There was
I
a
was
line.
focusing on the symbols and stuff.
There was a line, and it said like TER. I think it was like RA.
Really?
Around his arm, and then there was something else below that. I think.
Okay.
I think those symbols and everything. I kind of feel like he wasn't originally an alchemist. I feel like those tattoos and everything gave him enough power or whatever to kind of have to it, because they brought up the thing before, like he doesn't follow all the steps.
Yeah, he doesn't
of
do all the
alchemy.
steps. He only just.
He just does deconstruction.
The alchemists come from Central and stuff mainly, right? Like Ishvalan and stuff.
We don't really have any
heard-
confirmation that
we haven't heard
alchemy
any
is a
Ishvalans.
global thing.
We haven't had any Ishvalans being alchemists, or
We
else
haven't
they
seen it
probably
yet,
would have
yeah.
used the alchemists in Ishval to fight back against the other alchemists.
Yeah.
That's true. We haven't seen any of that yet.
So I mean, it might have been a thing that they didn't do, and then he got this. And that's why he always has his one hand. He always uses like his right hand, and it always goes.
Yeah.
You know? So that's probably his family gave him that or whatever to do the damages and take out the alchemists or get revenge. Or I thought he was supposed to be like the last one.
Well, there's other survivors apparently.
There is another.
There's another Sky. Thank you guys for watching this episode. We will be watching the next episode. And
Later.
You can see it right now at patreon.com/blindwave.
You come here to watch.
Buttons over there.
Isn't there much left to watch?
There's too much to watch.
Television.